Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is Rachel. I've been working in digital marketing for 10 years now, and I have a lot of experience interviewing for jobs and also recruiting and hiring candidates. So in today's episode, I'm going to share with you one of the most common questions, which is, tell me about yourself. I get asked this question a lot when I was a candidate, and now that I am a hiring manager, I can finally understand the mentality of the hiring manager and what they're really trying to get out of this question from you as a job candidate. So let me walk you through the mindset of the hiring manager and what they're trying to probe through asking this question. First thing they're trying to understand is whether or not you are a qualified candidate, whether or not you can do the job, whether or not you're a good match for this role. The second thing they're looking for is, why are you looking to leave your current position? What prompts you to start the interviewing process, and how did you come across this position? Did you find it on LinkedIn, on Indeed, or did you get referred to this job? Or could it be that our hiring team reached out to you proactively? It all matters because it gives me a pretty good foundational knowledge of what kind of candidate you are. And thirdly, I'm also looking to see some interest in this role and from you in the company, because in order for this whole hiring process to work out in the future, in the long term, and in order for you to stay and grow with the company for a long time, you've got to show some interest in this job to begin with. So let me dive more into the details in how you can respond to those address those concerns from the hiring manager. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe, click the like button, and follow or leave some comment in the feedback section. Thank you so much for your interest and support. So starting with the first concern in the mind of the hiring manager, they want to know and they want you to show and prove why you're a good fit for the role and why you're qualified to do this job. You don't have to go on and ramble for more than 3 minutes to respond to that type of question or concern, because you don't really want to bore the hiring manager with too much irrelevant details. Let's say if you just graduated from college and you have very little professional experience, well, maybe you can provide a reason for why you study a particular subject in undergrad. Let's say you're trying to apply for a job in marketing and you study psychology. I would like to see a connection between the two. You can probably express your interest and passion for this industry by saying that you were very interested in human behaviors and consumer behaviors, and that's why you chose to study psychology in undergrad, and how you can apply that knowledge to a career in marketing. That's good enough to quickly summarize your academic background and transition that story into your professional experience, which is what have you done and achieved in this industry, in this field. I'm looking for a very condensed summary, answer in terms of the skill set, the key domain knowledge that you've gained so far in how many years you've been in this industry. So that's say 5 years, and you already picked up knowledge in social media, in email marketing, in website. You can tell me, hey, I've been working in this industry for 5 years now. I'm pretty good at social media marketing, email marketing, and some analytics background, and I can bring all these experiences together to help you not only grow your social media following, but I could also manage email marketing for you, things like that. So now I can totally get why you'll be a good fit for the position, because you hit on some key points that are interesting, relevant to me. So approach this question with the mindset of, I'm just giving you a trailer instead of the full meal. I want to pique your interest so you can dive in and ask particular questions about some key bullet points on my resume. You can always end with something like, hey, I'm happy to share more details with you should you decide to find out more about a particular job. And that's a pretty short and sweet response to my first concern. A quick note for experienced professional like me who has been working in the industry for more than 5 years, chances are you might have changed your position, you have switched industry a little bit, and you're looking for a way to tie the stories together. I would recommend you summarize it with something like, I have this many years, let's say 10 years of overall experience in digital marketing. I started on the agency side, and then later on I transitioned into ad tech company. And through all these experiences, I became knowledgeable and have gained my expertise in several areas, including blah, blah, blah. And that just showcased that you have a good variety of overall industry experience without boring the interviewer with too many details. Going to the second concern, to address the second concern, which is why are you looking to leave your current position, or why are you applying to this job? It's an interesting question that doesn't always get asked right away, but I think you should be prepared to answer that question at some point during the interview, even if the interviewer doesn't bring it up right off the bat, because the whole question about tell me about yourself puts you in a more proactive position that you can frame your story from the very beginning, from the get-go, depending on how you proactively approach it. So not only can you tell me why you're qualified for this job, you can immediately or proactively address my concern about why you're looking to leave and why you're looking to join my company by telling me the reason. Let's say you have been working at the current firm for less than 2 years. You can tell me maybe you have capped out in your current role. You have already gained a lot of experiences that are relevant to the job you're applying for here. But at the same time, you're looking to grow one more area that you can't really do that in the same company, the current position. And then you can also tell me why my company is a good fit for you. Let's say you've been working for a company that is largely US based, but you really are more passionate about the global audience. Let's say you aspire to become an international global marketer. It makes sense for you to apply to a global company like ours because you think you have honed in your hard skills, and now you need a bigger platform to amplify that. So basically, I'm looking for a reason that makes logical sense, that it's not alarming. But what if you get laid off? This is also a time that you want to kind of address that. So maybe you want to bring it up proactively by saying, I was most recently at whatever company, and I left there maybe 3 months ago due to an organizational layoff. It was unfortunate, but I'm grateful for that experience because it has taught me to become a better marketer. And I think now I'm ready for a new challenge, a new opportunity. And I've been really interested in you guys. I've been following you in the news for a while. I know you're very great at blah, blah, blah. So starting with that question of addressing the question of why you want to leave, you can easily transition into the how we can work together, why this partnership makes sense. Because remember, it's not just about you wanting to apply the job. We also are trying to evaluate whether or not it makes sense for us to work together in the long term. So we're looking for some early indicators of interest from the candidate. Like most recently, I've sat in several rounds of interviews with candidates for business development rep hire. And I noticed immediately that a lot of the candidates neglect to address the question about why they're interested in my position and why they're interested in applying to this position at my company. Even though a lot of the employers don't ask that question right off the bat, but deep in their mind, they're definitely sifting through the candidates from a perspective of, are you really interested in us? Or are you just looking for a job, any kind of job? And the more you're able to show and demonstrate your interest in the company you're applying for and bring that up right off the bat in the beginning, the better that you can set the tone for the rest of the interview. Because the tell me about yourself question is really a chance for you to shine, to pitch yourself to the potential employer, and to strategically kind of lead the interview to like a place that would help you better tell your story. So the earlier you can address those concerns to the hiring manager, the better. You can also get some brownie points by mentioning some quantifiable result when you are telling me about yourself in the introduction section. So I'm looking for a quick summary of your experiences and maybe one or 2 highlights at most about your professional accomplishments so far. So you can say, I've been working in this industry for more than 10 years, and I have the experience of helping a startup grow its revenue or its pipeline through very strategic marketing activities and activations by 20% year over year. Or I was able to use my analytics skills to help the company identify some areas of inefficiency and optimize their media spend by 50% in less than 3 months. I don't need all the details about how you have done that, but I just want to hear a little bit of like numbers and accomplishment in the beginning that would pique my interest to dig deeper in the future, in the immediate future, by asking you a follow-up question. So that's pretty much it. To sum it up, in the tell me about yourself part of the interview in the very beginning, don't come up with a laundry list of the things you have done since day one after you graduate from college. I'm just looking for a reason, quickly summarizing why you're a good fit for the role, why you're looking to leave your current position, or why you're applying to this job, how did you find out about it, and why you think we should hire you. Most specifically, why you're interested in this company and what do you know about us. If you can tackle as many questions in this just kind of naive, the kind of innocent question from the very beginning, it's very inviting, but in the back of that question, there's a lot of concerns that are going through the head of the hiring manager. So if you can address those concerns from the very beginning, you will be able to appear and come across as a very strong candidate since the beginning of the interview. So I wish you the best luck in your interview process. Feel free to leave your questions, comments at the bottom of this video. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for your time and interest. Good luck!